But with that said, we have two more songs to go. At least this next song is one that I actually like. And probably, I guess I won't say that it's the only one that I don't have a problem with, but anyway, I do actually like this next song. So if you guys are all ready, let's go ahead and meet Poseidon for the second time. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, his ruff is broken.
There you are.
Coward. I love his voice. Oh, that is very nice. I like that.
I've been waiting for this
And his broken ruff. No, those are the broken ships.
when you're home so close and you've reached your coast.
That's when our paths collide. I've got a reputation.
I've got a name to uphold, so I can't go letting you up.
Oh, I like how scary the Pegasus is.
Now get in the water.
Get in the water. I love the way he says it.
Or I'll raise the tide so high.
And his claw water hand. Are those the... Oh, those are the dead crew in his waters.
Get in the water. Stop this, please. I'll make tidal
And yeah, he
waves
intentionally brings all of the shipwreck here just to remind Odysseus. Get in the water. Oh, why does he look like that? This one is more than enough. Get in the water. Who are these? I don't think those are the Lastragonians, because it's supposed to be giants. Maybe. Aren't you tired, Poseidon? It's been 10 years, how long will this go? The world's hurting from losses, so why not leave this year and just go home? I'm surprised those water beings don't just stab me. Oh! The short flash of Polyphemus.
you could learn to forgive.
No. Ah, and Polyphemus's eyes. Oh boy. And again, the whole octopus thing. I think I saw a flash of Polyphemus again now. Oh, and into the shape of the trident. Oh shit, it actually stabs him. It is incredible that he actually lives after this. And polities and harvest is constant always say your heart. Oh, this. Please pull him down. Please pull him down. Yes! Yes! No, why they let go? Why they let go? But thank you, Neo, for drawing that the souls pull him down exactly how I imagined it. I'm happy. I see why Neo is so popular. But yeah, that was Get in the Water. This is another one of my another one of the songs that is quite high up there. It's not so much the song itself that it's not something that I would normally enjoy as a song, but it's just like that raw emotion in Poseidon's voice, telling Odysseus to get in the water, especially in context that is the way that I believe the singer is called Steven Rodriguez. Yeah, I really like the way that he's able to capture Poseidon's feelings and emotions and this raw aggression that he has towards Odysseus. Yeah, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. And yeah, the beginning of the raft gets broken, so I'm not sure where Neil is portraying Odysseus to be right now, because it just looks like a random rock and not exactly on Ithaca. So again, I'm not sure where Odysseus is supposed to be for this rock.
There you are.
Coward. And this, oh, it is so good. That is fucking terrifying. And again, it's a good thing that Neil was also the animator back in Ruthlessness for Poseidon's previous appearance in the musical. Back in Ruthlessness, they drew the Pegasus to be very, like, you can actually see that it's a horse-like creature. I believe it's supposed to be a Pegasus, or they look like horses. You get what I mean? They are very clearly horses, but right now they just look like some kind of almost deformed horse. They barely even look like a horse, to be honest. And it just makes it all the more terrifying to look at, because it's like a melted horse almost. And then this detail of Poseidon bringing back and the scary horse again. That is terrifying. But yeah, the detail of bringing back the shipwreck that Poseidon caused the last time they met each other. Incredible. And then this, the dead crew members, they're just floating in the waters because their bodies are still in the ocean thanks to Poseidon. And yeah, again, this whole image of it being like a melted kind of horse-like creature, it is scary, as he should be right now. And yeah, it just like almost chomps him, and then it turns into Poseidon's hand. Raise the tide so high. And then again, the dead bodies. And I guess you can interpret it two ways in this in this particular line, because originally you would think of them as the dead crew, but right now in this particular line, all of Ithaca will die, since these people are so like almost unidentifiable. You could imagine them to be what the people of Ithaca will look like after Poseidon is done.
Wait.
And then yeah, again, the another returning detail is that the shipwreck is in Poseidon's hair, and now that entire thing is surrounding Odysseus here. Look at him, he looks puny.
Get in the water. Stop this.
Please.
I'll make tidal waves so
And you're raising the tidal waves.
your wife and your
And yeah, I don't know who this is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be like a smaller Poseidon? Like a water clone of him? Because they do also have the tridents, I think. Or maybe it's not a trident. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess those aren't tridents. They don't even look like pitchforks. It's just like a large scalpel, spear maybe. Yeah, that looks like a. At least this looks like the shape of a spear to me. These look like a scalpel. So a strange choice of weapons. But I still don't know who they are supposed to be. They could be the Lystragonians, but I thought they were supposed to be giants. I could be wrong though, because I guess they were never mentioned in the musical. Aha! Poseidon holding onto the medallion that is supposed to represent Polyphemus, and then this shift into Polyphemus actually hugging Poseidon with the blinded eye, and just kind of soothing him.
I can't.
Yeah, just this view of them. Polyphemus looking a little bit more like a child here, because I think he's supposed to be young, maybe, or at least the youngest. I don't know his actual age, but yeah, it really looks like a father just kind of soothing his child, which is kind of sad to see. Polyphemus was just existing, No. And the flash of Polyphemus' missing eye, and he just disappears here. He just melts away. I barely noticed that. But yeah, he completely melts away. And then the waves come up. And then this whole blue eyes thing is so cool. Mercy upon. And again, another octopus reference. I really need to figure out what that means. And a new form with the scary horses. Die! Oh! I want to see that sort of impact frame-ish thing. Oh no, it was. I was right! There is a flash of Polyphemus. And then yeah, I believe this is the water. Or maybe not. I thought. Yeah, the ads. Okay, where did I stop? Oh yeah, this whole thing with this pillar of water pulling Odysseus up. I thought it was this water, but I guess you just can't see where Odysseus is. It would have been kind of cool if the water that was surrounding Odysseus turns into the trident that Poseidon was holding. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the trident actually does stab Odysseus, although I shouldn't be, because Poseidon is trying to kill Odysseus. But the reason I am surprised is just how does Odysseus survive this? Because I guess in my mind, right, I didn't, for some reason, I just didn't picture the trident coming out and stabbing Odysseus. I thought he died. He almost dies with the waves crashing down onto him and basically pulling him into the ocean. Not a trident stabbing him straight through the chest. Maybe not true, but like still into the chest, which is more than deadly enough. So it's just a different interpretation that I had. And then yeah, because he is almost dying here, you can see like the blood coming out of his mouth, understandably, and then his eyes like rolling back. And then he starts seeing the dead people that he knows. You see Polites, and then you have Eurylochus, and then Anticlea also, her hand on his heart. That's a really nice touch with her line here, I'll stay in your heart. And then the other crew members. The other crew members, they're pulling him down. I like that. This is exactly how I imagined it. Like, and this is also something that Tiresias prophesies, right? I see you draw your final breath. So yeah, over here, Odysseus really nearly dies, and so I was picturing like he starts hallucinating all of the dead people that he saw in the underworld, and they're all trying to pull him down into the underworld, kind of. So yeah, I really like this. With that said, I think we can move on into the music part, and then we shall move on into the last song, because we don't have that much time left. Let's go! No! Ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba. Bum, bum, bum. It almost sounds like a piano here. But I like that the distortion in the guitar here almost sounds like a replacement for the waves.
There you are.
And then falls into silence just to focus on Poseidon's voice.
Coward.
Oh yes, and this was something that I wanted to mention also, because earlier on in this stream, when I was mentioning that that wop 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 sound effect only being for goddesses, this is why I thought it wasn't only for goddesses, because it does appear for Poseidon over here. It's not quite the same, and it is also kind of backed by the brass section also going pa 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 pa, and like this triplet pa 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 and pa 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 pam.
I've been waiting for this moment.
And I love just how threatening this whole thing sounds. The low brass also. Brum, 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 brum. And the trumpets is very far back in the mix, but it is accompanying Poseidon's lead here. Else the world forgets some core. Yeah, I like how Jorge actually decides to pull back on the instruments when Poseidon says get in the water, because it just gives this sense of like barely restrained aggression and anger, like hostility, and yet it still sounds just as dangerous, really. Because it could have easily been like, get in the water, you know. But that's not what he does. Get in the water, which is a really nice touch. Dum, dum. So high, all of Ithaca will die. And at this point, Odysseus doesn't actually know what's going on Ithaca, so he's still thinking that this is his peaceful homeland that he left 20 years ago, and he does definitely want to protect it, And also, especially if you think about the fact that Penelope and Telemachus are also supposed to be on Ithaca. So if all of Ithaca dies, they also die, which then, brings out his sense of hopelessness.
Get in the water. Wait. Get in the water.
Stop this, please.
I'll make tidal waves so profound.
And then here,
Your wife and your
Poseidon directly threatens Penelope and Telemachus. Because again, that is the whole point of why Odysseus is trying to make it home. He's not even trying to make him back to Ithaca specifically. He is direct. He has always been quite direct that he's not going back to Ithaca, he is going back specifically to Penelope and Telemachus, his family, basically.
son will drown. No! Get in the water!
Yeah, and that's why he gets a lot more desperate there, because instead of all of Ithaca will die, his whole purpose of trying to get back home is in danger now.
Both your wife and your son will drown. No! Get in the water!
And now the get in the water becomes very aggressive. All of the aggression is let out, and the instrument follows that. Bam, ba, 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 ba.
Your wife and your son will drown. No!
Get in the water. Get in the water.
Don't mistake my
The threats for bluff. You have lived more than enough. Get in the water. Get in the water. It's just a bop. Aha! I'll take your son and gouge his eyes. Exactly what Odysseus did to Polyphemus. And now Poseidon wants to exact the exact same revenge onto Telemachus. Choose to die, and no hurt you. Tired Poseidon, it's been 10 years. How long will this go? You're both hurting from losses, so why not leave this year and just go home? And the trumpets become the focus here, and you can still hear the waves in time with the music. No. But yeah, I really like how the sound of the waves actually accompany as almost like replacements for the percussion, because they are in time really, and they can kind of take the place of like a kick drum maybe, or like very hard hitting toms. Doom. Die. Dum dum dum. And just the drums being so aggressive. Oh, I didn't even notice. The animatic is finally mentioned here. Shit, the title is blocking it. Larita Meow. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, new anime. Oh wait, wasn't this by Neo? Oh, wait, I didn't even notice. So after, it's specifically the underwater part, I guess Neil kind of hands it over to someone else. I somehow did not notice that. Oh, and there's also the Cyclops eye on the trident itself. And yeah, the sounds just tell you that Odysseus is now underwater. You can hear the blobbing of all the bubbles underwater, and then also the way that all of the dead people come back here just kind of tells you how close Odysseus is to death. And of course they bring back the three important characters to Odysseus here, and of course the crew as well. Waiting, waiting up. I love the waiting motif so much. And yeah, that was it for Cat in the Water. It's my favorite song in this whole saga. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well.